Oh, hi there. Welcome to Talkers Reviews. Yeah, this is about board games, but you know, sometimes the physical body needs some nurturing, so I want a cake. So let's see what we have. Oh, yeah. Great. Some cake, or Wiener Schnitzel, or strudel. But also, what do you need for cake? Coffee. So, like so. Now I'm ready.
Hello.
Coffee ready, and whoa, bucket loads of cake and coffee and strudel and whatnot here. And yeah, welcome to Grand Austria Hotel. In this game, you are a hotel director and you are taking in guests, and you have to cater to the guests and of course give them a room to sleep in, and they are kind of picky, those guests. But also you have to build an efficient hotel. You need more employees, you need more rooms, and you want to build a system that helps you get more money faster and a bigger hotel. But at the same time, your opponents are doing the exact same thing. So it is of course about getting the most points in this Euro style game. So of course you want to do it better than them. This is a typical hotel. So you want to make the rooms ready, so you have to clean the rooms and make them ready for the guests. And you have to pick and choose guests. So let's see, take this guest here. He will go to your restaurant and you have to cater to his needs. So he wants a cake and 2 wine. So you give him that. Afterwards, when he is filled, he has to go into a red room. And of course you don't have a red room ready, so you have to make a ready room. Then he will move into the room, close the door, and you have served him. And this is how you build the hotel and cater to the guests. The hotel boards are two-sided. One side is identical for all players, while the other one is different. So you can choose to play with different boards or not, depending on what you want. And of course, playing the same style will give everybody the same goals. You want to have the same cards. But playing differently, you might want different cards. But that also might prove a bit unbalanced depending on what cards appears as the customers. But as I said, you pick the customer. Yeah, you have a lineup of guests who you can pick and choose from and put them in your hotel. And they are very picky. You know, they don't want to just go into your room and sleep. No. They go through the restaurant. And when they are in the restaurant, there is no way of getting rid of them. You have to give them what they need and then give them a room. You can't kick them out or anything. You have to provide for them. And you want to do this as fast as possible because you can only have 3 customers at a time. And you want to fill up your rooms because if you fulfill certain requirements in the hotel, you will get bonuses based on that, as a typical Euro game. The things you can do in this game is pretty simple. You have all these 5 actions here that indicate what you can do. The first one lets you get the cake or strudel. This one lets you get the wine or coffee, or red and black and brown and white if you want. Here you can open new rooms and make them ready. Here you can get money or the more points on the king track. And here you get more employees. The last one is for a wild one. You can use this die to activate any of these dice here, only it costs more money to do so. So if I take this die here, the number of dice that are here now indicates the strength or the discount I'll get when using this. So take here, it was 4, so I get 4 of these cakes and strudels. The next one I only get 3. If I take this one, I get to prepare a room, but now the action cannot be done by anyone else unless they do the wild one. So turn order is very important in this game. But don't worry, there are more things you can do. Like this one, for instance. In addition to just taking a die, you can use these 5 actions here. Like this one, you can pay $1 to pretend that like there's one more die when you take a die, so you get more powerful action. You can pay money to take your food from the kitchen and to the customers. They love the food. You can just place a disc when you complete a special mission, or you can use a staff member, or move a customer from the restaurant to the room. So these are always available in addition to taking a die. Depending on the number of players, you will take these tiles here. Now 3 players. So we have 3 tiles, and they will tell you what turn order it goes in. So for instance now I get this tile, it means I'm turn number 6 and 1. So I go first and last in the game, or in the round. Well, this one shows you the rest. So if you are this one, 3 and 4, you go 2 turns in a row. So it's me and her and him and her and me again. So it takes a while until it gets back to me. And the next round we will just take these tiles here and move them to the left, clockwise around the table. In this game there's a lot you want to do at the same time. And you want money, of course, and you want victory points, yeah. So you want customers, and you need to serve those customers with food, so you need those 2 things. You also want to be the first one to get an X amount of points or status points on the political cards, and those cards are random from game to game. But if you gain those criterium, you can put your marker there and score points at the end of the game, so it's very good. But also there's a king track, and 3 times in the game that track will score. And depending on how far you're on the track, you will either be punished, nothing happens, or you get a bonus or a boon. So sometimes you don't really care for the boon and the punishment isn't so bad for you. So it might not always be worth it to check this track, but sometimes you really want to be on the top of the track and not get the penalty, because the penalty can really hurt you specifically. So there's a lot of things going on here, and there's a lot of things you want to do, and of course you can't manage everything at the same time. So this game is a typical Euro game. You have to optimize and make everything ready. So you want to do more things on a shorter period, or on less actions. So you want to combine your hotel guests, you see, they have a bonus here. When you put them in the rooms, sounds kind of sad, you get a bonus. So you have to combine these with your board and with whatever actions you have on your employee cards. You see, they also give you bonus depending on certain actions. So by combining the correct guests with the correct employers and the correct rooms and everything you have, you can really build up a small engine and be more efficient at what you do. But the first time you play this game, it's very hard to see how you do that. So the first time you probably will do some major mistakes. But during that first game you will see, so this is how it connects. So you get that wow factor in this game, that there is a system and you just have to learn it, and when you do it, it's like, aha. So it really has a great replay value. There is one thing though that I really don't like in this game, and that is the downtime. Yeah. So you saw in the turn order, you have the first, third, second and third player, different pairs, and then you have the third player again with the second player, and then back to me as a start player. So you have to wait for a long time until it's my turn. So with 4 players, it's me, him, her, and then her, him, and me. Is it my turn yet? It can really take a lot of time before it comes back to me. So this game is very AP prone. You can really overanalyze things. And because the dice will remove from the action board and the cards will always be rotating, there's a lot of things that will happen before it's your turn. So you can't really plan that far ahead as well. So when it is your turn, you have to think. And that's a problem in this game. It really takes a bit too long for what it is. So the game has nothing really new going for it, but it is very interesting. It will really appeal to the Euro gamers, I think. But for me, it's just not enough for what it is, especially with the downtime. That really hurts the game a lot. But it is interesting, so I would play it maybe if I don't have any other options, maybe. But it is not a game that I will take. It is not one I will recommend on a game night. I would probably find something else that is better up my league or something. So the game is very interesting. It is. So you should try it out and see how you like it before you buy it, I think. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you to my supporters on patreon.com, and thank you for all the support you give. If you check it out, patreon.com/talkas, you can see how you can support me, both financially, and you can also vote on which game I'm going to review in the future. So that is a great opportunity for you to get the game you want out there. So, thank you for now, and hope to see you again. And oh, by the way, if you want to comment on this video, please do so on my homepage or on the Board Game Geek, because I don't get notifications on YouTube videos. So please do that if you want to leave comments, and thank you for the comments. It really means a lot to me. Okay, see ya!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.